Good morning, everybody. Tim here at Tech Muscle. Today, I'd like to speak to you about whey protein and the kind of trick or gimmick, marketing gimmick, that there is with whey protein. Okay, we all love our whey protein. I love whey protein. I am drinking some. It's not in a shaker cup. I doubt you can see that. I don't want to spill it. But that is chocolate flavored whey protein by the brand name Rival, which is very, very similar to Optimal Nutrition when you look at the ingredients and such. And so that is better than no protein. This is not an expensive protein. And not always can you even go by the price of protein. Okay, protein is protein. That's true. So whether you go with Rival, Optimal, whoever, Gaspari, I don't know, whoever, Jay Cutler, whoever, you're getting your protein from, the protein itself is protein, and the only like whey, or I'm sorry, isolate is a little easier on your stomach, a little faster digesting, especially post workout. I prefer isolate. Usually cost a little bit more. It's just partially broken down for you already, so when it hits your stomach doesn't have to work as hard, and it just goes right through. And that's awesome. Those are great things. I prefer isolate to just regular whey anyways. And there is a place for casein protein. I believe I have another video about that. You can check it out on my exercise science playlist. Um, but today we're going to talk about isolate uh, protein, isoprotein, okay, which is the fast digesting. And it's the same with the whey, but let's just focus on that because that's what I like. And that's, I think, what most people that have been into fitness or bodybuilding for a while start to prefer the ISO because it's easier on the stomach too, especially if you're drinking a lot of protein per day. Okay, so this is a cool little picture of a little baby Yoda there swelled up with the whey. I just thought that was a cool picture. So here we go. Let's start with optimal nutrition. Okay, optimal nutrition is one of the most popular nutrition, or I'm sorry, protein powders out there. It's commonly sold at, what is it, GNC, or at least it used to be. I don't know if it is now. It's been years since I've been in one, but probably so. Very, very popular regardless. And I've used them too, and I would use them again if I had no protein because it's better than no protein, especially if you're in a hurry in situations where you need. Okay, so let's check this out, right? This is their, this is actually their gold standard isolate. It's supposed to be a little bit better. Okay, high quality, hydrolyzed, unfiltered whey protein isolate. Okay, that's great. They have some really pure whey protein in there. Okay, a protein, whey protein isolate. And that's true. Okay, I'm going to get to what I'm getting at here in a minute. But I need to show you this first. Okay, 25 grams per serving. Okay, I believe we're left to assume because it doesn't say 20 grams of, oh, it does, I'm sorry, 25 grams of protein per serving. I'm going to stop right here and tell you something with optimal nutrition and a lot of the protein powders. That is a lie, a 100% lie. And I'm going to tell you how they do it and they get away with it. Okay. They can legally label it 25 grams of protein, but there is not 25 grams of protein in there. I promise you, there's not 25 grams of protein in there. Okay, 5.5 grams of naturally occurring BCAAs, okay, per serving. If you know, BCAA stands for branch chain amino acids. Okay, amino acids, as you know, are essential to go with protein to help build the muscle. Okay, and especially the branch chain amino acids. But what you may not know is amino acids in the testing that the FDA uses, or whoever in the world regulates, I assume it's the FDA. This is obviously regulated. Anything they can't advertise 25 grams of protein and then just not put any protein in it. It's probably the FDA, but some sort of government regulation. I promise you is going to regulate them. Okay, and they do. And that promise they do. I know for a fact they do, and I just don't know if, whether it's the FDA or another government operation, but I believe it's the FDA. So what you don't know is amino acids in the test that regulates the protein, because they have to submit it for testing. They say, you can't advertise this, and there better be at least this in here. So you have to submit it for testing, and they do. They submit this for testing to prove that there is 25 grams of protein per serving. But amino acids on their tests also register as protein. Okay? Guess which one is cheaper to get? Take a wild guess. Amino acids are much cheaper than protein, especially isolate whey protein. Isolate whey protein is pretty expensive by itself. Okay, so basically what they're doing is they are spiking it with 5.5 grams of naturally occurring, naturally occurring branch chain amino acids. Okay, it's basically spiked. So we know this here somewhat. I don't know how the scale of what it registered. I'd like to say it's 5.5 per 5.5. So really you're getting 19.5 grams of protein, if that's how the scale works. I can't say that for sure. But regardless, this 5.5 grams of amino acids is in fact registering as part of this 25 grams of protein per serving. And they have it split, and it doesn't matter because the test that they do says 25 grams of protein. Even though this is registering it, and the FDA says, hey, passed our test, we're not going to go any further than this. Whoops. And that's how that goes. Okay, so I'm going to show you something else. And like I said, this is the gold standard. This isn't even the regular isolate protein. This is the even better 46 bucks for a 2-pound bottle, right? And already you can see they're janking you on protein. All right, so let's come down here to the benefits. The benefits say again, you're getting 25 grams of protein per serving. We know that's a lie because this registers, because it's amino acids, of 5.5 grams. Okay, 1 gram of carbs, that's dependent on your diet. Oh, wait, gee, what's this? 11.4 grams of naturally occurring, again, essential amino acids. Remember that, see right here, AA, whether they're branch chain or essential amino acids, still register as protein. So now we have, what would that be? Double 5.5, a little over double the amount of amino acids that they already have that they advertise on the front. Oh, it's only 5.5, right? Anybody is wise to that? It's not much. You're probably getting still around 20. Cool, right? Plus you get some aminos. Everybody thinks they're getting a good deal. Oh, wait a minute. 11.4. And now, if each gram of this registers as a gram of protein, which again, hey, a disclaimer, I can't say it does. I don't know the test specifically in detail. All I know is it does register as some. That would be five, let's see, 11, 15, 16, we'll just say 17 grams of your 25 grams of protein is really amino acids. Okay, I can't say that's an accurate number. I've heard speculation that an accurate number is in fact usually when it says 25, you're getting like 12 grams of protein, maybe 15. It just depends. But this is supposed to be their good stuff. Okay. Uh, oh, wait a minute. How does this happen? And they say approximately. Okay, who's judging what's approximately here? Approximately 80% pure protein per serving. Wow, 80% of 25. I'm not going to multiply 25 times 0.8, but you can if you'd like. Leave it in the answer in the comments if you'd like. I'm just not going to do the math at the moment. But delicious taste and gluten-free, banned substance test. Sure, it doesn't have steroids or something in it, Who cares? Suggested use, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you guys get the point here, right? This is optimal nutrition, and most of them do. Okay, and I have seen very few that don't do this because it's a trick, and they are making money hand over fist. And you are drinking a lot of amino acids and a little bit of protein. So I wanted to show you guys a protein powder that does not have that. And I'll just say I'm not an affiliate of Jay Cutler's. I don't know him. I've never met him. I'm a fan of his. He seems like a nice guy and stuff. But what I really admire, and this kind of shows me what kind of a person, at least somewhat, what Jay uh, is right here, 24 grams of protein per serving. Okay, zero amino spiking. Gee, why would Jay, who's a Mr. Olympia bodybuilder, if you don't know, former Mr. Olympia 7 times, he's the one that took down Ronnie Coleman. You know, he's the one that beat Ronnie Coleman finally. I mean, if you're into bodybuilding, you would know Jay Cutler is a very famous bodybuilder, top of the world. High quality isolate protein powder. Of course, Jay's serving isolate. 90% of net protein. Okay. I don't know what net means, how you would judge net or gross protein. There may be other things in there that he can't help that register for. But okay, we are up to 90% of this. So 24 times 0.9, I don't know, but it's most of. At least you're getting over 20 grams of protein, I'm sure. Uh, and again, Jay puts on here zero amino spiking. You see that? Amino spiking. You say, before you might say, or you might read it and say, well, what is amino spiking? I don't even know what that means. I don't know. Jay Cutler stuff's a little expensive, but it's actually not that bad. This is a 2 pound bag, and they want, well, they want here 46 and 49. Okay. So these guys, you're getting, I don't know, like I said, speculated 12 grams of protein per serving. Jay Cutler's, you're getting at least 20. Okay. And I believe that's a very honest statement, net, because like I said, there may be things in there that register also for protein, and you can't help that. You know, I could see that, and at least he advertises it fairly. Okay. But to sit there and say 25, 24 grams and then have just a jam packed with aminos, you know, like I said, this went way down from 90%. I don't even believe that 80%. I believe that one's tweaked too. Somehow they got away with tweaking that. But the point is, okay, 24 grams of protein. Like I said, maybe 20 some. At least you're getting close. 110 calories, not bad. Zero amino spiking. Yeah, he puts that on there. And this is for a 2 pound tub of it, which is, I believe this was a 2 pound tub here. I don't believe it says if I try and do this, it's even smaller and then I can't zoom anymore. But I'm pretty sure this is a 2 pound tub. And this one's a little more expensive, but even the other one, if I get a lot of mine on like Amazon, they're still around like 40 bucks. And Jay's asking $10 more, and you're probably getting twice as much protein. I've seen one other protein that wasn't spiked with aminos, uh, and I forget what it was now, but this is one that it's one of the few that's actually marked zero amino spiking. You know, Jay is just not ripping you off. Okay, so I'm switching to Jay's Total ISO myself, and I did find a different one. It had a real similar name, like Total ISO or something like that. ISO Pure, I think it was. I had ordered, and I didn't see anything about aminos on their advertisement when I got the package in the when it came. 5.5 grams of branch chain amino acids. Maybe Jay's has that too. If he does, then it's only the little bit there. The five. He doesn't have all those 11.5 fillers, you know. But I don't know. He probably doesn't. Sodium, potassium. Let's check it out here. Potassium. I don't see. Okay, this is the other types of stuff. Well, I do like some. I like the potassium in there too. That's good to have for your muscles. It'll keep them functioning properly. Well, I can't read too much. Oh, I can see the ingredients here. Corn, a little bit of cornstarch. I don't like that, but yeah, it's further down on the list, so it's not that heavy. But very first ingredient, whey protein isolate. And if you're not aware, they're supposed to put the items that they have the most of first on the list, and if they're towards the last, then there's not that much of it in there. So the main ingredient of Jay's amino acids is actually isoprotein powder. Um, so I just want everybody to think about that. If you have any comments, like again, please leave them in the comment box. If you know of any others that don't spike with amino acids, please leave that in the comment box because that would be awesome for me to know, other viewers to know. Let's share the knowledge. Let's get this truth out here and expose the lie um, of Optimal Nutrition and a lot of other brands. I'm not picking on Optimal Nutrition, but you can look at their own site here and see 11.4 grams. Are you kidding me? See, I don't see Jay's saying 5.5 of BCAs either. I was just trying to give him something for the 90%. I'd like to get into the science of that and see why that is considered the net. Let's see if there's any. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. I'm on sucker. Oh no, I'm all the way back. All right, I don't want to go through all of Jay's stuff here, but um, as you can see, and I don't. If you could buy from him, cool. If not, whatever. But you need to find zero amino spiking. If you find ones that have zero amino acids, there's a good chance you are actually getting at least close to the total amount of isoprotein or protein of whatever kind in there. Okay, that's the lie I wanted to expose today, or the lie and the real truth, I should say. Yeah, not or, but the lie and the real truth. Expose the lie and then expose the real truth. Okay, of what you're getting in your isoprotein. So if you are trying to build muscle and you're taking like your body weight in protein, guess what? And you're using optimal nutrition, probably just better double up because what you're getting is probably only about half of what they're advertising. Uh, and maybe what's killing your gains. Maybe you've blamed something else or that. But try. Honestly, I myself, I would personally recommend getting all of your food or all of your nutrients and protein out of natural foods like chicken, baked chicken, turkey, beef, fish, somewhat your veggies that have proteins and such. But I'm just a big fan of meat proteins because I'm trying to build some muscle here. So, uh, but regardless, that's the best way to get your protein is out of natural foods. And I understand myself, I'm a full time college student. Sometimes we're on the fly. I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to make this video. I don't have time to cook a bunch of stuff right now. So I'm just drinking a protein shake while I'm doing this. So there we go. All exposed there. I hope everybody learned something. Again, I've created this channel for education and somewhat entertainment purposes, but mostly to be educational or informative. Um, so, Tim here with Tech Muscle. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will bring you more great information. Uh, we'll get your protein up to where it's supposed to be so you can actually grow or stay healthy or whatever you're using the protein for. Make sure you're actually really getting the protein. Uh, and just any other fitness tips or educational content in general. That's what's going to be here. So, everybody have a great day. Stay smart. Stay swole. Have a great day. Tim here with Tech Muscle. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And get yourself some good protein. Real protein. I don't care if it's J's or not, but find some. Or drink double up on your gold standard.